Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charleston, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topic, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we have a very interesting episode for you guys. You definitely want to stick around for it, so make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Excuse the rain and the thunder in the background. Can't control that, but the work must continue on. The show must go on. So anyway, so for those of you who have been following this channel for more than a week or so, y'all know that I believe, or that I've said rather, that Kawhi Leonard is my favorite basketball player in the NBA. I personally believe that he is one of the three best players in the NBA when he's healthy, right up there with Giannis Antetokounmpo and Kevin Durant. And it's amazing how dudes be wanting to fight me to like for me not to have my favorite player. Oh, what you mean? You like people want to fight you for you to agree with them. It's like, bro, it's your opinion. I have my opinion. What's the problem? You have your opinion, I have my opinion. I'm not going to have your opinion because I'm not you. That's what I think, and I'm willing to see the thing with me saying that about Kawhi. I'm willing to defend that. I'm willing to bring up various arguments. I'm not willing to say, oh, he's the best, and then have no reason for saying that. So I feel that about him. And I also said this, if y'all have been around here for more than a week or so, I also said going into this season, I picked the Warriors. Let me say it again for the people that think, oh, what's all of this Warrior slander? Bro, I picked the Warriors. Let me say it one more time. I picked the Warriors, the Golden State Warriors, going into this season to be one of the two teams to come out of the Western Conference. I said it was either going to be the Warriors or the Clippers. I said this. As they say, liars have no proof. I have all the proof and I got all the receipts. Just go look at the older videos. So I don't know how I'm saying all of this slander when I picked them to be one of the teams to represent the Western Conference, and that's exactly what they did. If you're saying I need to pick them and constantly pick them because you like them and you can go kick the biggest rock you can find, I'm sorry. Ain't anybody gonna bully me into having your opinion. So I always said that. I said that if the Clippers were fully healthy, I would pick them to beat the Warriors, and I still believe that, by the way. I'm not coming off that position. Now, if I end up being wrong, so what? I'm wrong, but at least I have a position. That's my position, right? And I have the right to have a position, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Just like you're wrong and everybody else can be wrong from time to time. And I said that, and when I said that, rather, some people thought I was crazy. Oh, you are a Kawhi fan. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Well, it seems like one of the most outspoken or the most outspoken Warriors player in Draymond Green seems to agree with me. Now, before I go any further, this video is brought to you by Aura, the official sponsor of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Do you know what the fastest growing crime in America is today? It's identity theft. Imagine trying to log into your email only to see that your password has been changed. Then you start getting weird notifications from your bank and credit cards only to find out that all of your personal and sensitive information has been totally compromised. If you think it can happen to you and your family, just know that in 2020, over 49 million Americans were victims to identity theft, costing them a combined $56 billion. That is why we are excited to partner with Aura, who's the sponsor of this video. Aura is the #1 identity theft and financial fraud protection. Aura monitors the dark web and alerts you if any of your passwords and accounts have been breached. And funny enough, after using Aura, I discovered some of my credentials were floating around in the dark web, and the app showed me exactly when and where the breach happened. In addition, Aura allows you to set spending alerts, and they'll notify you of any suspicious transactions. Aura is 4 times faster than any of its competitors in alerting you if someone is trying to open a credit card or obtain a loan using your name. And remember this, every 14 seconds, someone becomes a victim of identity fraud. Don't let it happen to you. Now click the link in the description and try Aura for free for 2 weeks and see if any of you or your family's personal information has been compromised. Start your free trial at aura.com/dreamerspro. And when you try Aura, by using the link in the description below, also know that you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So for those of you who missed Draymond Green's comments on who he believes is the biggest threat and problem in the Western Conference next season, take a listen to what he had to say here, and then we're going to come back and react to it. Take a listen to that.
The Clippers got Ty Lue as their coach, who I arguably is arguably, I mean, I have a great coach myself, Steve Kerr. But for the sake of the old media debates, Ty Lue is arguably one of the best coaches in the NBA. Arguably the best. You know, someone can make that argument. And then they have great players: Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, the guys that they're filling in around him with. You go pull a trade off and get Robert Covington and Norman Powell, and you already have Marcus Morris there and Reggie Jackson. They're a real threat. Batum probably will re-sign there. Like, that's a real threat and a problem. Like, they're a threat and a problem. But other than that,
were you surprised? Were you surprised Dallas got there?
I'm sorry. Dallas is a threat because they have one of the best players to play. Yeah. And when you have, like, by all means, don't get it twisted. There were a lot of reasons we won the finals, but we had the best player on the court every series we played in. So your chances of winning goes through the roof. In most series that Luka Doncic plays in, he's going to be the best player on the floor. So because of that, you'll always give yourself a chance. And then they got Nico Harrison, who, I mean, you and I both know how Nike negotiate, and that was Nico negotiating those contracts. So they got Nico doing the job with Jay Kidd, and I think their secret ingredient to their thing is Jared Dudley. Jared Dudley is one of the smartest guys that I've been around when it comes to basketball. And you know, Duz is very smart. So I think that's their secret ingredient. So Dallas is a threat. Can't quite say they're a problem yet, but they are 100% a big threat.
None of what Draymond Green surprises me whatsoever. You know why? Because Draymond Green was probably looking a little bit deeper into things and not just talking with his emotions like a lot of these guys are saying. I've been saying this. I just said it a few days ago. The Clippers have the best players at every single position. If we're talking about their starting five, with the exception of the point guard spot, if they were to go into a series with the Golden State Warriors. And I stand on that. Stephen Curry is the best point guard in that series, period, end of story. The best two guards, some people say it's Klay Thompson. I'll take Paul George. Some people, the best three guard, obviously, is Kawhi Leonard. Then you have Marcus Morris Sr., and then you have the centers of the Ivica Zubac, and I forgot the other guy. That the Golden State Warriors, they just re-signed him, or they could start Nicholas Batum, and then you can go to bench, you can go to Jordan Poole, they can go to Reggie Jackson, and then it just goes to see who has more depth. And then of course they added more talent in John Wall, who could possibly come off the bench or start. Who knows, right? So I have concrete reasons to support why I believe that the Clippers are the better team. Secondly, I believe that Kawhi Leonard is the best player in that series. Period. End of story. Nobody's gonna bully me into saying, "Oh no, what do you say?" No, Kawhi Leonard is a better basketball player when healthy than Stephen Curry. Period. End of story. I don't care what anybody has to say about this. Go look at Kawhi Leonard's numbers. He was shooting like 56% in the playoffs last time he was in the playoffs. Are you freaking kidding me? What are we talking about here? He was shooting close to 40%, 37% from the three, and he's not a three-point specialist. Then you can put him on your best player and say, go guard him. That is not something you can do with. They affect the game in different ways, but I believe Kawhi affects the game in more ways. Another thing is you can't hide Kawhi Leonard on defense like you would need to do with Stephen. You don't need to do that with Kawhi. And if you foul him, he's going to make at least 85% of his free throws. Kawhi has a similar impact on a basketball game like Giannis. And Giannis can impact the game maybe in a wider way than Kawhi Leonard, if we're being honest, because Giannis can defend, he can rebound, he can block shots, he can set picks. He can do all of these different things, and he can score 50 or 40 points per night, 35 points per night, average for 35 points in a series, shooting 52% from the field. And, of course, you have to mention his playmaking, right? So I'm not going to just, nobody, no, it ain't going to work with me. You have your opinion, I got my opinion, and it seems as if Draymond Green seems to understand that the Clippers are a serious threat. Now, some people can say, oh, well, you're just saying that because you support the Clippers. Well, you're just saying that because you support your team. So how can you hold me to a standard that you don't hold yourself to? So to me, listen, I think he makes a fantastic point. I 100% agree with him that the Clippers are a serious, and if you heard, he said that the Clippers are a threat and a problem. Listen to the distinction that he made. He said the Memphis Grizzlies are a threat, but not a problem. And I think he said the Dallas Mavericks are a threat. And the point that he made towards the end that I just want to reiterate momentarily was this. He said the reason why Luka is so dangerous is because in most series he plays in, he's the best player on the court. And he said the reason that the Warriors were able to just beat teams was the premium that Stephen Curry gave them, being that he was the best player in every series. Well, if the Warriors play the Clippers, Stephen Curry is not the best player in that series. That would be Kawhi Leonard. And I just pray, that the Clippers are healthy so we can finally see. That's what I want to see. So my question to you guys is, what do you think about the words, the wise words that Draymond Green had to say? And do you think that the teams that he mentioned are a legitimate threat? And do you believe that the Clippers are not only a threat, but a problem? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts in the comment section. And we'll catch y'all on the next episode. Peace.